Shamika, tell us a little bit about yourself, your history, how you started.
Well, so I started with a group called Naked Girls. It was just me deciding that I was tired of wearing a mask, tired of pretending, tired of dealing with people who were pretending. So I said I wanted to start, a group of women who just vowed to live honest, open, and emotionally exposed. So I started there. I started on Facebook, a little bit on YouTube, just kind of getting up there most days and telling people what I thought about certain things going on. And after maybe a year, maybe 2 years, I started to notice that every time I put something up, Facebook was pulling it down and throwing me in jail. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? One of the last videos I did was Father's Day is for Men. And after I think I definitely had over 1 million views. They pulled it down, threw me in Facebook jail, and then limited my ability to get back on Facebook. And so I was like, what in the world is going on? My friend said, start putting your stuff on Twitter. And I said, I don't have any followers on Twitter. I may have had like 100, 200 max followers. And so I started putting stuff on Twitter, and then I noticed the people that were flocking to me were conservatives. And I was thinking to myself, like, what do these people want with me? Especially, what do these white people want with me? So I thought what I was talking about was just common sense things. I had no idea that it kind of fell along party lines. Once, I voted for Obama twice, let me say that. And that second term, I just started to have a few more questions, but I never really found solid answers that I kind of rested in and felt comfortable with. So when Trump came along, I thought something was wrong with me, that I understood what he was saying. So, of course, I continued to kind of go with the whole, he's racist, he doesn't like us, something must be wrong with me if I think he's okay. And so I had said I was going to vote for him in 2016, but I walked into the voting booth and I said, something's wrong with me. So I knew I wasn't voting for Hillary. She would never get my vote. But I ended up voting for Jill Stein in 2016. I want people to know that so they don't go trying to, dig up nothing. I voted for Jill Stein. But once I left, I was like, the more I heard Trump, his inauguration, and of course, the Day Without a Woman march just really irritated me. I said, you know what? I just have to come clean with myself that I like this man. I like what I'm hearing. The things that he is talking about doing, I support. And I said, who cares if people are upset with me? I'm just going to be open about it. And so that's what I started doing. But the more I talked about certain things, I noticed that it was conservatives that started to flock to me. And so I always say I got into this by mistake, because it was really just me, on this whole journey of living life open, honest, and emotionally exposed, that I said, okay, now here's the politics aspect of that. Let me be honest about how I feel on that. And then I started to notice they intertwine with the way that I felt about other things, like traditional families. Men were important. You can't switch genders and sex. My major was biology. And so there were just certain things I said, wow, I've kind of been voting wrong. And most people that I know are stupid. And, let me just go ahead and be the black sheep, literally. So I got into this by mistake. Brandon Strzok heard some of the things that I was saying. He's the founder of the Walkaway campaign. And he reached out to me like, look, I think you're hilarious. I love what I'm seeing, the stuff you're talking about. I need you to come on my show, because at the time he had a show. And just connected from there and just been going ever since. I wanted people to have the same awakening that I did. And so I've just been, pushing the things that I believe in harder, louder, stronger because they think they can make you shut up. And I want them to know I've been around a long time. If I didn't stop talking then, I'm certainly not going to stop talking now when I got a little bit more backup.
Absolutely. And I'm one of the ones who proudly backs you up. So
Yes.
Keep doing what you're doing. I'm proud to have you as a friend. And it's like I said, we had a great time last time talking, and we're going to have a good time this time talking as well, just because we've got so much to say about Kamala Harris.
Yes.
So so we definitely have a lot to discuss. But I mean, listen, I was a 2-time Obama voter as well. The first time I was really into voting for Obama, I was like, his 2004 speech is actually what did it for me at the DNC. I said, this is a great speech. I love what he has to say. But then the person we got as president was completely different.
Right.
So that first time I was really into it. The second time I was like, I got to vote for him or I got to vote for Mitt Romney, which I said, I'm not going to vote for Mitt Romney just because he always had like a real creepy kind of evil Herman Munster appearance to him. I never really liked him.
Right.
So I said, all right, I'll vote for Obama, but I'm not into it this time. I'm just kind of like, the lesser of two evils. And then towards the end of Obama's term, I was a complete anti-Obama type of guy.
Right.
And when Trump ran, it was him and Hillary. And I said, there's no way in hell I'm voting for Hillary. So I voted for Trump. And slowly but surely, he won me over, like really legitimately won me over. So we have similar stories, you and I. And I definitely appreciate you sharing that with us.
Mike Lindell here, and like you, I see our country being destroyed daily. We face massive economic issues, and I can tell you from firsthand experience, there are people in power who threaten the values that have made our country great. Well, I've been a believer in gold and silver for a long time, and I've searched for years for a partner that shares my values. Well, Genesis Gold Group showed me how easy it is to protect your IRA, 401k, or your retirement with gold and silver. Their faith-driven approach to service and stewardship is one that stands out from the rest.
To get your free definitive gold guide and get started learning more about investing in gold and protecting your retirement from uncertain times, visit treasureandtrust.com now. Fill out the basic contact form and a member of the team will be in touch. Again, that's treasureandtrust.com or call 855-625-7760.